question is, do I trust Dunfermline tonight? Probably not. I mean, my heart obviously wants me to go with a Dunfermline win, like a 2-0 win, keep it very comfortable going into Saturday and kind of have that wee bit of a cushion and just feel like we've dominated a game against Raith Rovers as well. It'll give us a boost going into the away fixture, where clearly we've been pretty garbage in terms of away form all season long. It's just difficult for me because I've watched this all season and I just know that in these type of big games we've not exactly turned up entirely, apart from very early in the season against the likes of Hearts and stuff, but we've failed to beat Dundee this season. We've won once, drawn once and lost once against Raith Rovers. So for my prediction, I'll go for a 2-0 Dunfermline win. As I said, that's what my heart's telling me to say, so that is what I will predict, but I will also say a caveat that I could literally see any result happening tonight. So there's my pre-game thoughts and prediction. Now skip to post-match Ben to see what his thoughts were on the game. Well lads, here I am. It's after the game and I have to say, how did we not at least score one goal in that game, if not two, maybe even three? How many chances do you want to have in a game? I've not seen the official stats, but honestly, it felt like at least double-figure chances, even close to double-figure shots on target. Like, especially in the first half, we utterly dominated that first half. And whilst the second half was a bit more even, we still had the lion's share of pretty much the better chances in the game. I just didn't feel like in that entire game that Raith Rovers were really going for it. I felt like they were just comfortable to have that, can go to the second leg with our poor away form and it be 0-0. So I was quite comfortable in the notion that they were going to not really cause that much threat. And whilst you still have that bit inside you that when they do go forward, you're kind of being a bit nervous and stuff about the fact that, you know, if a wee deflection goes their way, they could potentially get a goal that, in my opinion, they didn't really deserve on the basis of the game. It would have been tremendous against the run of play, and I felt like it would have been really harsh on us tonight because the team has played well, and that's the one thing you can take away from this, is that in the last few months, you know, we've been quite critical of the performance levels and stuff, and quite critical of the fact that we were in such a good position for the majority of the season, being in second place for the large majority of it, and then we just kind of slipped away and have ended up in fourth place, and that was down to the performance levels, consistency, putting the ball in the back of the net, also defending as well, and we've done all of that well tonight, albeit we didn't have to do a hell of a lot of defending overall. But over the piece tonight, the players have played to a good performance level, they've created chances, and the only thing that was missing was literally that putting it in the back of the net. And it really is so frustrating because, to me, it screams of that Dundee United playoff quarter-final first leg, and then going into the second leg that happened around about 3 years ago today, the second leg at Tannadice. It happened 3 years ago today as I'm recording this on the Tuesday. Essentially, in the first leg, it was 0-0 at East End Park. We had loads of chances. The goalie had a worldie that night, which I can't really say Jamie McDonald had a worldie today, but he certainly pulled off a decent amount of saves to keep his team in the game. But I think we had more chances that just missed wide of the target tonight. But essentially, in that Dundee United game, we were in a position where we'd played so well in the home leg, and we took confidence into the second leg, and we dominated, I think, the first half of the second leg at Tannadice. But ultimately, Dundee United came out on top and won 2-1 on that day, and it just felt like such a missed opportunity, especially in that first leg. And that's what I'm saying about this game. It just reeks of that for me, and I'm so frustrated because, as I said, it's been so easy to criticise wee things in the last 2 months because of the form we've been on, and we've actually ended up coming into the playoffs in pretty decent form considering where we were about a month and a half ago, thinking that we would just kind of eke out of the playoffs and not really get anything else. But we've put ourselves in a position where we're in the playoffs now, and we've just played so well in the home leg in a Fife derby, where if you take any sort of advantage into the away leg, it's a massive help, especially for us this season with only the one win in the league away from home. And just our away form has been pretty shocking throughout the full season, and as I said, only one win speaks volumes of just how differing the home form is to the away form. And I just don't know now what to expect from this away leg for us, because Raith Rovers, as I said, they did play an attacking lineup in terms of the personnel that was on the pitch, but I just never felt they were trying to build up play like a regular Raith Rovers performance for this season would have done. And I just think they're building themselves up for this second leg because they know the stats, they know that they are good at home, and they know they can play well. They know the previous result against us at Stark's Park as well, 5-1 of course. And you can tell by just how often I'm talking about this, I'm not taking any breaks in talking, I'm basically just venting at the camera at the moment, because I just cannot believe that we're not even 1-0 ahead. Like, to not have taken any sort of advantage in this second leg, I just think it's potentially going to have shot us in the foot. I don't want to speak negatively too much, because there was so much positivity to take out of tonight's game in terms of the performance, in terms of the chance creation, just overall in terms of the dominance of a game against Raith Rovers. And literally the only thing that was missing was those goals, and my pre-game prediction was a 2-0 win for the Bars, and for us to just comfortably get through a game against Raith Rovers and can go into this second leg having that advantage of maybe a couple of goals. And honestly, we could have easily had that. And as I've said, I'm frustrated, and that is the main crux of where my frustration comes from, because we just deserved so much more for tonight. And even some of the chances in the second half, there was plenty to go around in the first half, but one's near the end of the second half. Kieran McInroy's one where he drags it, must have been about, if not 10, even 5 centimetres wide. Honestly, just chances like that, you'll think back on in the second leg if it goes tits up for us, because they're just the type of chance you should be begging for coming into a playoff game. And I just don't know what to expect now. Raith Rovers are a very good side on their day, and their tactic coming into this game may have been to just kind of see it through in the home leg, try and can cause as minimal damage as possible, and then get in at the home leg and really have a go at us like they did in the last game at Stark's Park, as I said. And they have literally gotten away with the most minimal damage as possible. They would have obviously preferred a little goal potentially to go their way, but to have not conceded against us tonight, I think speaks volumes of just how much it really didn't go for us in front of goal tonight. And I hate to say it, I really do, because I feel like we were the stronger team, but on the basis of this season and what has happened, and in the context of this season, I feel like it's advantage Raith Rovers right now. My opinion may change, it may not come Saturday, but at the moment, just as I said, because of everything that's gone on this season in terms of form, and in terms of just how both teams have played on their day, I just feel like it might be a slight advantage to Raith Rovers. I hope I'm wrong, I really do hope I'm wrong, because we deserve to go through after that performance tonight. We should have an advantage, but we don't, and that is the most frustrating thing. However, there is something positive to take out of tonight, because at the expense of our other rivals, Falkirk, they are not in the promotion playoffs in League One, which is very pleasing. We were looking for a Montrose win tonight and a Falkirk win, and a Falkirk loss, actually, meant to say. And we got both. We got an Airdrieonians 2-0 win with a Kettle Turner 94th minute goal to get the second goal, and the goal to seal their fate in League One for next season. And Montrose got a late winner against Partick Thistle, so thanks to the boys at Partick Thistle for allowing Montrose to go through into the playoffs, because I'm delighted for Stuart Petrie, obviously, Dunfermline legend, but equally as delighted, if not more, that Falkirk are staying down once again. And Morton have now got to go and play Montrose, and I believe it will be Airdrieonians versus Cove Rangers, so it's all set up for a new team potentially to be coming into the Championship next season. So I can't wait for it, I really can't. Obviously Morton are still in there, they could still be a Championship team next season, but I've always said that this season I think that playoff teams are strong enough to go up through the playoffs this season, so I'm going to give one of the League One teams full credit this season. Airdrieonians now sit second, so they have pulled themselves up through the league throughout the season and done really well, and very close to actually, if there was a couple more games left, potentially going for the league title. It speaks volumes of just how well they've done. But on tonight, Dunfermline, last word on it. Obviously massive frustration for myself, and I really hope that we can still pull through on Saturday and get a result and get through to the next round of playoffs, because I feel like we just deserve to get through after this first leg. We've put so much into it and created so many chances that, I don't know, obviously the second leg is still a massive part to play, and it is only essentially half time, so maybe that kind of "we deserve it" tagline will come back to bite me, but I don't know, we've just played so well tonight, and I'm so gutted for the team that we're not going in with some form of advantage. However, let's just move on to the second leg, and you'll see the vlog coming tomorrow, my actual reactions as it was all happening tonight. But you'll see this video first, and then the next few videos will obviously be covering the second leg on Saturday, and we'll see how that all pans out. But cheers for watching, and as I said, until those videos, I'll see you then. Cheers guys.